get the tickets to you and work out the payment and all that stuff. So you can buy tickets ahead of time tonight if you'd like through Ian, or get them at the door. You'll notice our next writer's not as tall as I am. She set up the mic for her. So here, I'm teasing. Our next writer, her name is Sandra Marchetti, and she has a full-length collection of poems called Confluence, an illustrated fine-press chapbook called A Detail in the Landscape, and forthcoming from Goldwake Press and Eating Dog Press. Those are both forthcoming from Goldwake Press and Eating Dog Press, respectively. Sandy won second prize in the Prick of the Spindle 2014 Poetry Open, which I did have to Google because of that name, and won the Midwest Writing Center's 2011 chapbook contest for the Canopy, which I believe is over there on the table. Her poetry has appeared in Ohio State University's The Journal, Subtropics, Phoebe, The Hollands Critic, Thrush Poetry Journal, and Prairie Gold, an anthology of the American heartland. She has a website. It's called facebook.com Sandy Writing Services. Sandra, come on up.
Thank you so much. A big thank you goes out to Anne and everyone else who organized this beautiful event. I do a few readings a year, actually probably one a month these days, which is nothing compared to Mark Dvorak, but and this is just one of the most beautiful venues. I mean, isn't this fabulous? We're just really enjoying ourselves tonight. So this is all Anne's doing. It's her baby, so say hi to her on the way out and thank her. Thanks so much for coming. The pieces I'm reading, a couple of them come from my little book, The Canopy, which is for sale, Kevin so graciously noted, and then also from a forthcoming collection called Confluence. And most of them kind of speak to the landscape that we live in, that we're in right now in Northern Illinois, in sort of a surrealistic way. And its creatures, its weather, its idiosyncrasies, and its beauty. So we'll start there. The first one is called Autumn Damask. Come, let me show you the blown open roses of nearly November. Geese land in a card deck shuffle. Their fingers sweep the ground, then plait down the body. Lie fetal on the ground. In the Midwest, you will see the world split, a lidded eye drawn open as if by marionette leads. The willows are four crowns pointing down. Comfort is when you are tethered to a place you couldn't move fast from anyway. Roam the ground where you are mapped, flat and free, beneath this sky, this new sea. Thank you so much. No need to applaud in between, but if you must. This is called Never Ending Birds. I wrote this at a place where my husband and I got married, the Morton Arboretum, which many of you may be familiar with. Beautiful place, yes, give it up for them. This is called Never Ending Birds. Soft bulbs of morpho blue, tight light pruned to a circuit, the swallows feather and vector the wind. I plume to watch. Freshed in the ground, they ring the trees as their own sweet planets. Continuous streaks, the green-blue preens take flying lessons. Beam to the ground they are bound by, like no flown thing. They bring around the ground, and bright as floods in winter, flap the wind that takes them, pushes them into its envelope. The swallows, so close, beat. I let them scrim my stance, twist, neatly solar. I swallow. I lift at my chest where the freckles crack, where the wet wings gleam. Swallows sweep out to swing, my heart up with the hawk, who circles the skirmish, weeps and screams. This next one is also about a place that might be familiar to you, especially who live in the Fox Valley. It's about Island Park, which is over in Geneva, as you may know. And something about Island Park that I found out when I was in high school was that many people off that railroad bridge up there had tried to dive off to end it all, you know. And really sad stuff, but a lot of local teenagers especially had attempted to kill themselves off this bridge. So this poem's sort of an imagining of someone's mindset when they might be doing that, called Island Park. We chased the heron, the bridge, a rafting concrete wave hefted high. My jaw dredged across the watery flood blood, green water and open to receive me off the bastion, train track, bust track, a human's perch, a faction, a fraction, to be untied and given to granite, carved into a willing water, a dressage of slipping rocks, braced for the fall. Fleshed against the sidewalls of underwater blood canyons, our flexed stomachs carve cold tidal eaves, shredding skin, making shifts of ice. What's young comes lick swift, dying quick off the two-tiered bridge. A loud past flinches the nuclear edges, water lilies and still motioning swings. This is the heron's picked ground. So I just anticipated that there would be some lovely food here tonight, and that bruschetta is killer. Oh my gosh. So I brought a couple food poems, and it's okay because we're already eating, so this won't make anybody too hungry. This one's called Lunch. I thought this fit into my Midwestern theme because something we're very proud of in this region, Mark talked about it, our farming, right? So this is about one of the best lunches I ever had, all bought from a farm stand. After a 2-mile walk to the stand, I open a spigot on the raspberries, blush hearts in the hand. The crackers brick against my lips, slide through a stick of butter. I rub dirt from the tomatoes. Sorting the demands of red-orange, pink, cream, I flick stems on the bank, watch them wash downstream. It is noon, the bees are circling for somewhere to land. Fruit breaks on my teeth, spreads through the mouth's star, a galaxy expands. Still makes you hungry, right? I'm not doing my job unless it makes you a little bit hungry. Okay, and then I have a couple more, and these kind of pertain more toward the creatures of our area. So animals sort of pop into my poems and I tell them, get out of here, you don't belong here, I don't want you in here. But they come in anyway, just like those raccoons in our backyard. You know? So the next couple of poems incorporate animals run amok. This is called Grace. Lie flat on your back in the black lake this night of your annunciation. The water's still until sprung, lapping at your body afloat. You model suspension. Over the bridge, the flat black moths rise, circle the violet sky, the sand, you at the center. You lie still as stared at heaven. Blank and enormous, the moths flick off your face and round the lake in a night circus until the dark wings alight, twist your body in cold twilight. On the shoreline, a fawn stops, mid-flight. and hops, shook toward night. This is inappropriate to ask with the camera rolling, but how much time do I have left? A minute? 2 minutes? Couple minutes. Wonderful. Thank you. You can cut that later, BATV. Okay, so my last couple poems are going to take you inside, right? We've had enough of this scary outside world, and these poems are sort of about where we live and love and work in the Midwest. So thanks again for having me. I really appreciate it. This has already just been a wonderful experience, and I can't wait to come back and see some of our audience members hopefully read sometime soon. So this is called Walkthrough, and the last one is One Secret. Walkthrough. I walk through our home in mind to make a cup of coffee. Greeting leaves in the picture window, I seem slow to grind the beans. A crystal dish, the things I love, the rooms gleam white and clean. Our desk is neat between your bills, my calendar and pen, the floor plan gauzed beyond a screen. Be tidying when I come, dust me off, another thing. I bring to you the late romances, the walls suffuse in cream. Our room, your face, the porcelain, light unbuttons the dream. I itch my eyes open to fix on minnows squirting downstream. Now you're just doing it because you have to. Thank you. Okay, this is my last one, and this is the last poem in my new book that's coming out as well. It's a sort of a modified sonnet. It's called One Secret. Oh, this is the Prick of the Spindle winner, too, if you're interested in, from what Kevin mentioned before. So not to miss the moment of you, I stay my gaze, hit play on the slapdash shrieked recorder of now. The blued table slides from under your pupil and out toward mine. Motions in sign, the language reminds, we will know each other's bodies now, know how they will change. Dusk flares the bones groan, so I rub your stomach until you sleep. I knead my breath to yours, as if you were a child. The confluence of rhythms begins. It is only sound and meaning, sound and meaning. Thank you very much.